Hey, what's up YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal. I've got a vinyl collection update today. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I've got a handful of vinyl to show off today. Some stuff that I've already shown on Instagram, so none of this will be a surprise if you've already seen that over there, but let's go ahead and get started with the first one. And I'm sorry I did not unsleeve any of these yet. So you're just gonna have to wait, but I will not re-sleeve them on camera. So the first one I got is an album I've been waiting to get for a long time now. It came back out in 2019. This is Slimelord with the Delta Death Sirens EP. So this came out back in 2019. Sewer Route Records did a tape pressing of it. Was sold out super fast. By the time I actually started listening to this band, I just was unable to get this on any physical format. So Dry Cough Records finally repressed it on vinyl and I was able to snatch it, so I'm super pumped that I got this. So the band is from the UK. It's the only EP that they have out right now, and they've got members of Cryptic Shift in here. So it's a really, really good death metal / doom metal album. It's got a lot of doomy elements to it on a really, really nice pressing. The album artwork is fantastic. You can tell it's like a painting. It's just, yeah. It's really cool. So I'm super pumped that I finally have this on vinyl. Like I said, I've been wanting it for a while now. It's this really cool, like swampy green color. So really, really fantastic EP. So if you have not heard this yet, definitely check it out. I think Dry Cough probably still has these in stock. I just got this last week. So I ordered it last week and it came about 2 days ago. So got here super quick. Really nice inner sheet. So yes, I'm just pumped that I finally have this. I was gonna wait it out and try and find a tape pressing of it, and I searched around, asked some people if they wanted to make some trades, and they're like, nah, they knew what they had. So really happy that I finally have that. Again, check that out if you haven't. It's super good. So the next album that I got was in the same package. So I bought this through Crown and Thorn, which I will link that distro / label on here, but this also came in the package and I was like, I did not order this. I opened it and was like, well, first of all, I have no idea who this band is, and second of all, I definitely didn't order this. So the album is by Keeper. It is called The Space Between Your Teeth, and again, I had never heard this band. I shot a message over to them to be like, hey, like, did you accidentally send me somebody else's order? And got a response that was like, nope, this is a gift. So that's never happened to me before, especially with vinyl. I mean, it's happened with tapes a couple of times, but vinyl just doesn't usually happen with me. So looked into the band a little bit. They're from California. This is a full length that came out in 2015, so it's been out for a while now. Again, I just don't know much about this band at all, but it comes on this super nice, crystal clear vinyl. I took a listen to it this morning for the first time, and I was a fan. It's basically black metal / hardcore, like a black metal hardcore band. That's the best I can explain it, but I was really digging it. So yeah, thank you so much, Garth, if you're watching this video. I appreciate the free gift. Again, I'm not too familiar with this band. I'd never heard them before, and apologies if anybody else watches this video, but I ended up really liking it, so that was a nice bonus. And there's a little inner sheet here with some lyrics and then a nice pill bottle. So that was a nice surprise. Like I said, I've never gotten just a free vinyl like that before in an order, so check this out. I mean, like I said, if you've never heard them, you'll probably enjoy it. Like, it's like black metal and hardcore. That's the best way I can explain it. All right, so the third vinyl that I got was something I didn't expect myself to buy, and then I listened to it a couple of times on Bandcamp and was like, I really want this album. And this is the Regional Justice Center out on Closed Casket Activities. It just came out this year. Band out of Seattle. That's pretty much all I know about them. I did a very small, brief look up to learn about them and didn't really find a whole lot other than a couple of interviews and stuff. But I bought this through Meteor Gem because they were sold out of this variant on Closed Casket Activities website. And I just love this splatter. So as soon as I saw Meteor Gem had it, I snagged it. This was the variant that I wanted. I didn't want to settle for the one that they had available on the website still, which is just a plain neon green, which looked cool, but again, red splatter, something I just really wanted. So this album is Power Violence, which I am new to that genre and term. I had no idea what it was. I started looking into it. It's just angry, pissed off, hardcore / grind music, I guess you could say. It's like a fusion of that. And this album is fantastic. It's got some really cool printed inner sheets. And then there you go. It's, I don't know. The best way I can explain it is it's angry, pissed off. It's got some hardcore elements to it, and I really, really enjoyed it enough to want the album. And it's sold out for the most part, except for I think there's one color variant that's left. But Closed Casket is really good about repressing their albums, so they'll probably repress this again. So, but it's really, really good. It took me a couple listens to get into it. I saw a lot of people posting about it, especially on Instagram, about how they loved the album, they thought it was good, and I'm trying to expand my vinyl collection, my music collection, to not just be only death metal, because I do enjoy other metal genres and other rock genres. So it's really good. I enjoy it. This is probably going to be one of my favorite releases this year. I know it's not death metal, but I still wanted to show it because it was a beautiful vinyl. So again, thank you Meteor Gem for supplying me with a variant that was sold out and hard to find everywhere and selling for ridiculous prices on Discogs. So, all right. So the next album I got is a classic. We're going back to death metal now. Saw that Hell's Headbangers had got these back in stock, and so I snagged it as soon as I saw it. And that is Sinister with Diabolical Summoning. This is their second full-length album out of, I think, 14 that they have. Band from the Netherlands, classic death metal band. I don't think I need to really talk any further about this. Admittedly, my first ever Sinister album that I have in my collection. Probably my favorite album from them. The one that I know the most, that is, anyway. And it comes on this really nice orange and gray, like, swirl merge thing. So these are still available from what I understand. So yeah, head over to Hell's Headbangers if you're looking for this. They just came out like a week or two ago, and as far as I know, they haven't sold out yet. So anyway, the next album that I got is from 20 Bucks Spin, and that is the new Ghastly album. This just came out this last week. This is called Mercurial Passages. I probably butchered that. This is their third full-length, band out of Finland. Really, really good album. So again, 20 Bucks Spin pumping out another great album this year. Another great band. I admittedly don't have their other albums in any format yet, but so this is the first one I've ever gotten in my collection. But of course, I got the super fancy, crazy splatter / color. Has some amazing colors in it. So this is a really good album. I think people are probably going to put this on their year-end lists this year. Has a nice printed inner sleeve, which I didn't bother putting the vinyl in. I just kept it in the anti-static thing. So, and then lyrics on the other side. So yeah, the vinyl community is probably going to absolutely love this vinyl. Put it on their year-end list. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. I've only listened to it 2 or 3 times so far, and it's really good. Ghastly, it's a great death metal band. It's got that really cool pattern on the inside. I don't know, that little small detail that they do with vinyls, I love it. I absolutely love when they do that to the vinyls. So really, really good album. Check this out if you haven't yet. It's fantastic. And I think this variant is sold out, but they have several other variants available, as they always do. 20 Bucks Spin is fantastic with that. So all right, and then the final vinyl that I had, the final vinyl that I have to show is one that I don't know why the hell it took me so long to get it in my collection. I get so much other stuff, and this is from one of my all-time favorite bands ever, and this is Pantera's Cowboys from Hell. So again, I don't think I need to really talk at all about this album or this band, but for the people that possibly might not know, US metal band, groove metal, I guess you could say. This is their 5th full length, so this is the first album that came out to where they were just, you know, metal, like groove metal, and they got away from their glam heavy metal sound that they had previous to this. This is also the second album with Phil Anselmo as the vocalist. Their first album with him was the one prior to this called Power Metal. I don't really enjoy the other Pantera albums in the glam rock era. It's just not a genre that I have ever really been into. There's a couple of things here and there. There's like a couple of Wasp albums that I enjoy, and obviously I like heavy metal music, you know, like Iron Maiden, stuff like that, but these particular albums are not necessarily up my alley. But when they made this is when I became a massive fan of Pantera. So this is one of my all-time favorite albums ever, and I still listen to it a lot, and has probably one of my all-time favorite songs ever. One of them. I have quite a few, obviously, and that's Cemetery Gaze. So again, Pantera, I feel like, doesn't need any introduction at all. If you don't listen to them, you at least know who they are. You probably know this album, you've seen it. I got this like brownish, whitish colored vinyl. It came out on Atco repress in April. I snagged it as soon as it became available. I think they're pretty much sold out now and hard to find. And they repressed pretty much all of the Pantera albums on color vinyl this last year. So this is the first one I have on vinyl. I obviously have their whole entire collection on CD, but again, I want them all on vinyl too. So I started with this one. Obviously, I'm gonna work my way through the discography. But yeah, just classic album. A lot of people either love Pantera or they hate them. I obviously love them. I don't think they have a single bad album, to be honest with you. From this to Reinventing the Steel, and I've seen them live with, you know, Dime and Vinny, and the whole ensemble. Like, Phil was relatively young, so he still had his good singing voice before it got really raspy and low and all the drugs and alcohol kicked in. And it was one of the most incredible shows I've ever seen. Just Dimebag Darrell's just an absolute amazing guitarist and performer. It was just absolutely, like, I was so young too. I think I was like 16 or 17 years old when I first saw them, and it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. Just the pit was insane. Just, I couldn't believe it. It was an incredible show. And ever since that day, I've just been, you know, a huge Pantera fan. And again, they're a popular band, whatever. People that tend to be the cool guys and they don't like the popular bands, whatever. Fuck off, I love Pantera. So so I'm happy I have this on vinyl. And I love this album so much. So eventually I'll do like my top 10 favorite albums of all time, not particularly just death metal, but just in general as a whole. That will definitely be in there. And there's one more that I have that finally got pressed on vinyl, and it's coming finally. They finally sent the shipping notification after several weeks of wondering where the hell it was at. I'll get into that later. That was super frustrating. So that is all that I have to show for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the long weekend if you're in the US. I took a lot of time with my family and I just did not do anything, and it felt great to reset. And so this week the videos are back. So again, sorry about the little bit of a long pause there. Definitely gonna have a tape update because I think I have like 4 or 5 of them coming just today, and a lot of good stuff to show off for you guys. So thank you so much. Oh, and just another reminder, my Big Cartel shop is still up and there's still a lot of good stuff there. Check it out if there's anything you need. I'm slowly adding more things to it as I get it, so I will also link that in the description. So thank you guys and enjoy your Tuesday.